Hi everyone! In this video, I will be showing you how to access and find scholarly articles through Westchester University's library online services. So from the main Westchester website, you can access the library quickly by going to Students and Library. On this main page, they have something known as OneSearch, and OneSearch will actually search any databases, and it's mainly through a database known as Pilot that will access any resources that Westchester University subscribes to. You can use OneSearch. However, if you're trying to broaden your search, I would recommend going through what's known as EBSCOhost. EBSCOhost is a hub of databases that will search journals and resources that Westchester University may not necessarily subscribe to. However, it will still let you find those resources, and then you can request that the library identify and get those sources possibly for you through an interlibrary loan. So first, click here on Databases, and if you click on E, it will pop up this list for A through Z databases, and we're on E, and we're going to scroll down to EBSCO database list. It will open up a new tab, and on this tab you are now through or on the EBSCOhost website. Here you can actually choose your actual databases. Now, if you wanted to do something very quick and have a very broad, large search, you could select or deselect all. But please note that by doing this, you are now searching hundreds of databases that contain thousands of resources, whether those are texts, websites, books, journals, etc. Your best bet is to select the databases that you feel will be most in line with the topic that you're trying to search for. So for example, if we are searching for articles related to concussion and depression or mental health, I'm going to find any databases that have any type of connection to health or mental health or psychology. Right away I see Alternative Health Watch here, and you can also read a small blurb about the databases underneath, but usually the titles will give you enough information about them. I'm going to scroll down. Biological abstracts, CINAHL, comprehensive source for full-text nursing, allied health journals. Health and psychosocial instruments, health source. Humanities and social sciences may be related. Medline, medical information. Psych articles, Psych Info, Psychology and Behavioral Sciences collection, Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine, if we're talking about concussion here, Social Index may be related, Sociological collection, Sport Discus, obviously concussion can definitely be tied to sport. Okay, and we're going to continue from there. And that was a lot of databases. So now we're at our main search page. And if you can see up here, you can click Show All. Here are all of the databases that we are actually searching. And you can always go back and modify those. So now I'm going to search for concussion, depression, and let's choose athlete. Now notice here that my Boolean search terms are and. So what I'm searching for is any source that have the terms concussion and depression and athlete. I can narrow this down by saying that, you know what, I want concussion in the main title of the source that I find. And maybe somewhere in the text or the key terms, depression or athlete will be found. You can select any of these if you want to narrow it down. I'm going to search. And I have 49 results, which is actually a decent number to start from. Now if you come over here to limit to, you can narrow down your sources even more. One thing that I really do not recommend unless you're on a major time crunch is clicking full text. By clicking full text, you're limiting your resources to only those that are linked directly based on the resources that Westchester currently or immediately has access to. So unless you need to find an article right now or in the next hour, I would then click full text. Otherwise, do not click full text, and I'll show you how to gain access to any articles that you don't have direct access or full text to. We do, however, want to click scholarly journals. These are going to be peer-reviewed journals, and for the purpose of this course, this is going to be the resources that we will focus on. So we're going to click scholarly journals, and that only removed 2 of our results. You can also change the date, 2003 to 2015. Maybe I want something only within the past 10 years. So I'll change it to 2010. And that narrowed it down to now 30 results. If you scroll down, you can even narrow down your results by major or thesaurus terms or major headings. You can even narrow down if they're specifically talking about different age groups or gender or sex. So now I have 30 results here, as you can see. Now, if I click on this first one, the source right here is Brain Imaging and Behavior, which is a peer-reviewed academic journal, since we already clicked or narrowed down our search for that. But you can notice that over here, where there's normally full text links to the article, there are none. So I see here, links, check availability. I'm going to click on that and a new window will pop up. And automatically it's connecting us to Springer Link, and this is going to be the way that we can gain access to this specific article. However, you can notice that the article doesn't necessarily immediately pop up, so I may have to do a little bit more digging. I can see over here that I know the author, I know the journal, the ISSN number, but if I went back, I might be able to find more information about this actual article. So I can see that it was actually published in 2015. So when I come back here, I can now look up my main 2015 issues. And when I click on the issue, here's going to be the results of the different articles that were published in this issue of this journal in 2015. So here I might have to do some more digging for neurophysiological correlates, etc. about the title and search for it this way. Usually, to find results are much easier. So let's do another example here. The underreporting of self-reported symptoms following sports-related concussion. This is in the Journal of Science and Medicine in Sport. And again, you can see here that we want to check for availability. And right away, the article pops up. I can download the PDF right here, or I can just read the article right in my web browser. Sometimes, however, we might not be as lucky. And if the article's not listed for us, so for example, I'm going to try to find an article that we may not have direct access to through our library. Okay, so perfect. So I clicked on this one, and you notice that, sorry, no holdings were found for this item. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily at a dead end. It just means that Westchester University does not have a subscription for developmental neuropsychology journal. So, one thing that we can do is click on this link that says interlibrary loan. And yes, it may take 2 to 3 business days. It should open up the interlibrary loan website, and you will fill in your username and a password. If you've never used the interlibrary loan link before, click on first time users and you can sign up. I'm going to log in, and automatically it takes me to this page and where I can request the article. And the nice thing is it is automatically populated, meaning you do not have to type in the title, the volume, the month and year, the ISBN number, etc. All of the information's in here. You can then come down to the bottom. Where'd you learn about this item? Everything that you potentially need in here, the information's filled out, and then you just click Submit Request. I've now requested that article, and the library will then search for other libraries and ask to share that resource, or very often they may purchase the resource, or you would be able to purchase it, and they will let you know we weren't able to get it or we were able to. You will then in your email receive an email when that article is found or if they're having trouble finding it, and the email will give you a link back to the ILL login, and you'll be able to see where you have all of your requests, any articles that you've requested, and electronically received articles. So when you log in, it'll say, oh, look, the article was posted here, and now I can click on it. This obviously isn't the same article, but the PDF will be there. So, long story short, don't just move on from an article if you think it would be really important or useful for you to use. That concludes this section of learning about how to access scholarly journals. Thank you.